stay the same, just never ever change up. Some stay the same, just never ever change up. Some stay the same, just never ever change up. Never switch the game up, never switch the play up. Stuck in that first quarter, never known order, unless it was a court order. Now you point the finger at your father, cause he never bothered, he never took time to know you. He never bothered, he never took time to know you. He never bothered, he never took time to know you. You never known him, maybe you known him, maybe he was there the whole time in your corner. Damn. Relationships now these days sound like a random replay, but who gives a damn now these days? Will they acknowledge their own iniquity to turn away their captivity? They don't know their captivity. I'ma return to my place until they acknowledge all of their offenses. Now meditate on that a minute. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. The press revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. The press revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We listen. We should've listened. Depending on the nation that cannot save us. Depending on the nation that cannot save us. Depending on the nation that cannot save us. Trusting in the shadows those who hate us. Yeah, you are a nation inside a nation. The promises for you, they're trying to take you, keep you away from it. That old covenant cherubim can't keep the righteous away from him. You know what I'm saying when I say him? The God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Ain't no point of faking. We the Israelites boy, quit playing. I ain't from the know ya, but I got a story right out the Torah. Keep it 100, no sugar coated, straight out that boiler. You need to know this. Why you don't know this? You need to know this. Why you don't know this? Cause you in the club on the weekends, getting money, screaming free bands, going around with the heathens, blowing out with the weed heads. You must not know you a king yet. I'm all about order, so don't get it twisted. You out here, I'm all about order, so don't get it twisted. You out here, I'm all about order, so don't get it twisted. You out here, losing. Homie, you act like winning, winning. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. The pressure revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. The pressure revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened.
We are the children of the captivity, see our condition. We are the children of the captivity, see our condition. We are the children of the captivity, see our condition. Look how we living. Look at our men and our women and children. We gotta quit sinning. Get in the spirit to get out your feeling. We on a mission. See the great army, the kingdom's division. Brothers and sisters, let's go. This what we've been waiting for. Drop everything and let's go. Boom, boom. Break the down of your bone. Don't you know you are like gold? This ain't the land of ours. Don't you wanna go home? Sing a new song from slave ships to spaceships. From building nations to our home. Look, I'm grown. Put that childishness where it belongs. Let's stay with the children at home. Room and take kingdoms and thrones. Pick up with women and stones. Family gold. Ball again, let's get it on. The kingdom's within you. We got it all to build our own. Or make them build it up for us. CIP family hustle. We all should be on. Go.
We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Look at our condition. Them customs revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. And I can live. The prince is revealing. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should've listened. We should've listened. so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we... It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. I don't know what to do, 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 what to do.
Welcome to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar to my left.
Officer Daniel.
And to his left.
Officer Azaniah.
And to his left.
Officer Pagiel.
And we make up Four Corners News. Thanks for tuning in to Four Corners News channel, where we bring you the news from all over the earth, straight out the Bible. Let you know the Bible is a true book. All right. So let's get straight into it, man, with the quick news. Officer.
From Newsbreak. Young people skip controversial 4th of July after George Floyd, Roe v. Wade. America isn't for everyone.
Oh, now I'm glad Generation Z, the zombies, are starting to pay attention to the Israelites on YouTube.
Right.
I'm telling you that right now. The only reason they got that thought right there is because the Spirit of God is back in the earth on the Israelites, these generation zombies. Although they are showing their disdain for Babylon the Great through Black Lives Matter and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that thought comes from the Israelites teaching the ills of America. Basically, what did the scripts talk about where it said that he will reveal the wicked? That's what's happening with Generation Zombie for them to actually take that thought. Is there anything on that quick news article right there? Let's read that.
Gen Z and millennials told the New York Times that after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade.
Officer Azadiah, Officer Pagiel, and Officer Daniel are millennials. Keep going.
And Black Lives Matter protests erupted across the country. They no longer view America in a positive light.
All praises to the Most High for that. Go ahead.
Malia Tapp, 18.
That's Malia. If you're Judah, it's Malia. Okay.
Malia.
I know you want to pronounce every syllable, but that's Malia in the hood. Okay, go ahead.
Malia Tapp, 18, said she started to feel differently about the holiday in 2020 when she saw racial injustices highlighted by the Black Lives Matter movement. I lost a lot of my patriotic feelings, she admitted to the paper.
All praise to the Most High for that. We need more of these young brothers and sisters out here to lose their patriotic feeling for this place, and they're going to continue to lose as long as this word is going throughout the earth. That's going to be one of the reasons why they are shadow banning us on YouTube, blocking our accounts, not even blocking them, straight deleting accounts on YouTube. I know it happened to Captain Gedaliah from the Mississippi TikTok, banning it. They've banned Bishop Nathaniel many times on TikTok. They canceled or terminated IUIC Atlanta's YouTube page that's been up for 10 years.
Right.
That's because this truth that we are bringing out is affecting the young kids, and they want to keep them asleep. You cannot overcome the Spirit of the Lord. All right.
Yeah, that was a typo in the article where it said she was paying attention to the Black Lives Matter, because the majority of the work being done in black communities is by the Israelites.
That's right. That's exactly
they just knew if they put that in there, it wouldn't get publicized.
Yep. Good point right there. So, good catch, man. Let's see what else we got in the quick news.
From Newsweek, Iran says no talks, ready to help Palestinians win by force over Israel.
Okay, all right. Iran, keep talking that big talk, man. We like it. We Israelites like it. That lets us know that it's time to look up for our redemption. Our redemption draweth nigh. The Palestinians is talking about help, or the Iranians are talking about helping the Palestinians win by force over Israel. Well, we know that the prophecy says that a little one shall draw thee out, meaning Babylon is going to have to help Israel fight against Ishmael. And when that happened, that's the beginning of World War III. Let's see what that article's talking about.
Based on Iran's assessment, Palestinians cannot regain their seized rights from the Israeli regime through negotiation, as the Israeli regime only responds to force.
Well, that sounds about right, man. Dealing with white folk, which those Amalekites, those Jewish folk are over there, they only respond to force because their blessing is war from God. That makes perfect sense. Continue on.
The Iranian mission to the United Nations told Newsweek. Therefore, Iran supports any request for assistance from the Palestinian resistance.
Ooh-wee. That's what we're talking about right there. That's letting you know that God has just moved one of the pawns on the chessboard of World War III.
Right.
That's right. You know that to be true. Every chance you get, you turn around, you hear the Israelis bombing the Gaza Strip. And it's for any little thing.
Yeah.
If they have even an inkling of an idea of, oh, this is a Iranian military base or camp, they will bomb that whole community.
Yeah, sure will. So all the Palestinians, which are Arabs, all they got to do is say, help us out, brother, because you've got Ishmael, you've got East Indians, which is Elam in the Bible. You got them all mixed in that region. All they got to do is say, help us out, brother, and then we're going to see us move one step closer to the end. All praise to the Most High for that. That's right. Let's see what else we got in the hot news. I think it's in the quick news, we've got Ice Cube speaking on the degradation of Black America. Let's read it.
Ice Cube says record industry uses social engineering in rap to encourage criminality, control society.
Go ahead. What else does it say down there?
The rapper said, follow the money to find out who is benefiting.
That's a heavy statement right there. We know Ice Cube been around for a while now. He says the record industry uses social engineering. Now you understand why the music has went from being conscious, somewhat lyrical about 10, 15 years ago. Even now, think about this. Even the Southern rappers, 10 years, 15 years ago, they had some sort of substance to their music. Even like T.I., he actually had some lyrics or something. Outkast, Andre 3000, Big Boy, they actually had substance and lyrics. Now it is all it's majority mumble rap.
Right.
What else is taking hold of
strap music?
Strap music. Women stripping rappers.
Drill.
Nail polish.
Drill music.
Nail polish.
Nail polish.
What's the one that they be doing after they shoot somebody?
That's drill.
Drill.
That's drill music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that has taken hold. That's social engineering. It's not by coincidence that is the music that you hear on the radio, or the other, if it's not any of those, the regular rap that you used to listen to 10 years ago is all about money, sex, hoes.
Right.
There is nothing that makes you think at all. Just
What
money,
is
sex,
you know?
Cap, what is nail polish? What genre is that?
It's in a genre of moist.
It's a genre
Yes.
of moist.
You can find that in the zesty owl right there.
But you know what's crazy though? They hijack all the genre of music that we came up with,
Right.
and they made us only create stuff that is vulgar, explicit, criminal activities, and then when they create the same genre of music, they create it in a positive way for their people.
Right.
Oh yeah. I don't know who them white rappers are, but they out here winning Grammys, and they ain't talking about gun violence or nothing.
Nope.
I don't know none of their names.
We never heard of him.
Huckleberry. What's one of them? Huckleberry Finn? I don't.
Macklemore, the last person.
Macklemore. That's what I was thinking about. Huckleberry Finn. That's what I call him. Let's see what that article's talking about, or let's play the video from Ice Cube because he spoke on it. Oh, okay.
Who benefits and profits off our bickering and our division? You know, it's like follow the money. Same people who own the labels own the prisons. So,
literally the same people?
Literally the same people. It seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that, you know, the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. This to me is in somewhat some social engineering going on here.
Yep, there you go. Or you can cut it. That's right. Ice Cube is right. It's a social engineering. But the thing is that we got to open our spiritual eye. It's a social engineering to destroy the Israelite race.
Right.
Right.
No other people are rapping and talking those
That's
things.
right.
Hell, it was a heavy point he made. He said the same people that own record
Yep.
labels
They
own the prison
prisons.
system.
Mm.
Now,
Wait,
you
no,
remember,
wait.
we heard a few months ago that the record labels were doing what to their artists? Taking out life
Life
insurance on them
Yeah.
and having them killed.
Mm.
Man, that's a damn diabolical, evil ass system, and our people are falling into that because it's social engineering. They grow up listening to it, and they then become that, and either go to they either end up what, dead or in jail.
Mhm.
Damn.
You seen his rebuttal? He was like, "Well, we didn't make them write the lyrics, but." Ice Cube, he had a good response. He said, "But they are the gatekeepers."
Yeah, there you
so
go.
just like how you was mentioning, Cap, even if you do come out with that music that has a message or a positive message for your people,
Mhm.
that rap, they not gonna want to hear it.
Nah.
You're gonna end up on mixtapes or
Yep.
underground
You do not
music.
hear it on the radio.
Right.
You have
It's not gonna
to
get played.
You'll hear that song on internet streaming
Right.
services.
You gonna end
You
up
have to search it out on Spotify.
Yeah.
Find it or hear it in a daggone movie or something
Mhm.
and stumble upon that conscious song.
Cap,
That's
you're gonna
social
have to be
engineering.
like Janelle Monáe, where she
Oh,
has
gosh.
a I guess I don't listen to her music, but her image was quote unquote conscious, feel good type of music. Now she's out here showing her titties
She's out there now, man. She's
now
done. The money-
to get a
the money-
record deal
the money
because of
destroyed her. The money
because of the
destroyed her.
gatekeepers.
Hey, let's get into the top stories, man. Affirmative action just hit last week, and now black people got slapped, and they, their eye was bruised. They open it up and they start to look and see what's going on. Let's read that for him, officer.
From Fox News. Nicole Hannah Jones calls out rich white people after SCOTUS ruling. Adds Clarence Thomas irrelevant here.
Read that bottom part on it.
The Supreme Court ruled on Thursday that college admissions on the basis of race is unconstitutional.
All right. So Nicole Hannah, if you don't know her, she is responsible for the 1619 project. Let's read that article.
The New York Times 1619 Project founder, Nicole Hannah Jones, said wealthy white people on the Supreme Court overturned affirmative action, adding that Justice Clarence Thomas is irrelevant here.
Now, if you don't know who Clarence Thomas is, because we know some of our viewers don't know too much about history, or you may be a little young, Clarence Thomas is the only black man to ever sit on the Supreme Court. Justice, I guess that's what you call it. A panel, whatever the hell you want to call it. He's the only black man to ever sit on there. And she is stating he's irrelevant being on the panel. He has no power to make anything or any decisions for his people of any benefit. Let's read what she said in her actual statement. Let's read that.
An elite white majority determining after just 50 years of weak, half-hearted affirmative action efforts that they are the ones to decide that enough has been done to address centuries of explicit racial exclusion against black people is the most American ruling ever.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That affirmative action has only been around for 50 years. You know what this is actually really saying when you read behind the lines of what we see? White folk are telling you that was your reparations right there.
Yeah.
Affirmative action was niggas' reparations, and they never told you. That's why every time we get to talking about give us some money, what do they say? We gave you schools.
Yep.
Right.
Halfway. You got the right to vote.
You got basketball.
You can work anywhere you want to. You got basketball.
Gave
can
you a
work
good
anywhere
job,
to.
Negro.
Got you good jobs. What they are telling you is that your reparations was affirmative action. That's why we not giving you no money. But we just ain't gonna tell you that. That's why after 50 years, they're like, hey man, let's take this away and let's put these niggas back where they belong because we gave them 50 years to even the playing field. Even though they've been here in slavery for 400 plus years,
Right.
50 years is too much of a playing field for them to even out. Look how much they've done in 50 years with affirmative action. Imagine if they keep letting that thing go on for 100 years, where we would be at.
That's called
heavy
fear.
right there, man. Still not enough.
Like,
You're right.
come on,
But
we
Cap,
let some of you Negroes in. Like, come on, be happy.
You know, it's kind of good. Some of this stuff is happening. Of course, it's gonna awaken our people.
Yep.
But it's gonna force you to start saying, you know what? The Negroes' ice is colder. That's what you're gonna start saying. That.
Yeah. Real talk. Let's go back to that and finish up what she said. Go ahead.
Hannah Jones tweeted following the historic Supreme Court ruling against affirmative action. Let me make it simpler.
So she great. Break it down for you. Go ahead.
Rich white people thinking they are the ones who get to say that society has done enough to mitigate that devastation of 350 years of explicit discrimination against black people is the most American thing of all.
Check this out, man. I want y'all to think and put your thinking, historical black thinking caps on, man. That affirmative action was only 50 years that it lasted. Jim Crow was from 1860-something to 1965. Jim Crow lasted 90-something years. Yeah. Jim Crow is where it was, you stayed over here, separate, unequal. Right. You can't eat at the counters. You got to go through the back door. Niggas can't vote. You got to ride at the back of the bus. You can't own homes in this area. You got to live over here. You can't be outside till I can't be a bunch of y'all gathered together. That stuff lasted for 90-something years. And they only gave Negroes affirmative action for 50 years to try to equal the playing grounds, man.
Cap, you know what that sound like? That sound like Sirach 12, like never trust thy enemies.
Yeah.
Over a period of time, even though he's trying to act nice, but then again, he's showing you who he really is.
Oh yeah. Showing you. Give me that in Leviticus chapter 26, and I want you to read verse 14 through 16. Because what this is spiritually telling us is that we are still under the curses of God, and have not been fully set free from those things. Although Christ came to do away with them, we still suffer the residue of those curses to make us turn back to God. Here's the proof. I'll read that.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 14. But if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if you shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments.
Now, tell me, I'm telling you right now, you could just look at the damn black woman and tell that the black race abhors God's commandments. Hates them with a passion. Hate them. Will argue with you for 30 minutes on Clubhouse.
Man.
That they ain't gotta wear that they can wear pants.
Or women can teach.
Women can teach.
That's why there's no wickedness that exceed that.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Keep reading in that.
So that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant.
God gonna do what?
I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror.
He will do what?
Appoint over you terror.
That's where we are in our life here in Babylon the Great, in America. We are under terror. What they call them? Domestic terrorism. We live up under domestic terrorists, and we pray every day that they don't decide to turn their terror on us. That's why when the cops pull you over, you straighten up.
You're terrified.
Clench your
hands on the daggone thing. Even if you pass them up, what do? You look in that side view mirror to see if they got behind you and flipped on the lights. When they on the highway, I'll be looking at this white folk, man. They will damn drive past the police. The speed limit is 70. They going 82. Right past the police. Going 65 on purpose to see who gonna pass them. Black, you look behind you, all the other black folk
I drive behind you.
We all going 62.
Right. You didn't see that?
That's when everybody goes back to driver's ed. 10 and 2.
10 and 2,
Yeah.
Everybody
you might be on your phone. damn driving, looking at your phone, you see a damn
You
thing.
drop your phone.
Drop your. Oh man.
Hello, Mr. White Man.
No, hit the chair.
Hey, how
you
many
ain't
of
picking
y'all
it up.
how many of y'all ever been driving and got your seatbelt on and you do this?
Yeah. I'm
You
notorious.
just hold it right
Hold it right there. You tuck it. It look like it's on. Damn.
That's terror, y'all. It's a laughing matter, but I'm just pointing out to you the terror that we live with every day. Now jump over to verse 37. Look what God says.
Verse 37. And they shall fall one upon another, as it were before a sword, when none pursue it. And he shall have no power to stand before your enemies.
One of the curses of God is that we would have no
There you
power
go.
to stand before our enemies. Name me a black. Hell, we got a black person on the Supreme Court Justice panel. Name a black person that had any say in that affirmative action ruling that they was gonna take it out of colleges.
Boy, no way.
None of us. We had hell. We didn't even pay attention to it when they put it on the news a year or two ago.
Yeah.
They've been talking about this for a year or two ago. We already knew we didn't have no power, whether it was in our favor or not. We didn't even pay attention to it as a people. We know we ain't got no power when it comes to that, man, because that's one of the curses of God.
Yeah, one of the congressmen, women, forget his name.
What the hell is this?
One with the cowboy hat. What's her name?
Gosh, I couldn't tell you.
Name, but
I don't vote, Cat.
Yeah, they was on a rampage when they heard that vote went through with affirmative action. Our people always begging for pennies. You know, they'll start. There's a thing that they do to people when they kidnap them. They'll and they'll give them little crumbs.
Yeah.
Act of kindness is
yeah, that make them love.
Somebody fix my mic, y'all. Come on. The people. So now black folks get affirmative action. That's the little crumbs.
Yep, that's
but
what
you
it
a
is.
captive.
That it? Yep.
The world belongs. It's bigger than just America. But they give you crumbs and then you think that's everything.
The breadcrumbs.
The
that make you
breadcrumbs.
keep following them. Dangle the carrot in front of you. That's what they do.
Frederica Wallison?
Give me that in Frederica Wallace. That's her name.
I think that's her name.
Okay, that's a hood name. Hey, go to Habakkuk chapter 2. Go to Habakkuk 2. Hey, man, y'all try to sabotage Captain Tavares,
I'm
man.
telling you, man.
Weeks your mic ain't work, man. They try to sabotage you out here.
Boy, no way.
Tech team sabotage.
bro.
Habakkuk 2 and read verse 2 through 5.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2.
Pay attention. Go ahead.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Pull up the article again real quick. Write the vision, make it plain upon tables. Pull up the article. It says 350 years of explicit discrimination against black people is the most American thing of all, right? Keep going. Read on. Leave it up there. Read.
That he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
That time is now.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
It's going to speak and not lie, whether you don't believe it or not. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Okay, go ahead.
Behold,
you can drop it. Go ahead.
His soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
That's the point I wanted to get to. God had told, he said, write it down. It's going to come for a time.
Right.
And my people are going to realize it when that time comes, because it will not lie. His soul is not upright in him. Just think about this. The country was built off of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians back.
Right.
The wealth of this nation is in the enslaved people. At least you can do is cut the nigga some slack and give him affirmative action for the rest of his life in captivity.
Right. The bare minimum.
The bare minimum. What's the white man do? Man, 50 years, take that shit away. Take that away, man.
Hey, Cap,
take it away, man.
Tom,
his soul ain't upright.
You was tripping, Tom. What did we do? We gave him what? Who did this? Find the guy.
That's crazy, man.
Right.
His soul ain't upright. At least you could do. You done beat the man. You done ravished his women. You sold his kids. Used them as gator bait. You took the Native Indians, because the Native Indians and Hispanics profit off of affirmative action too. This is the thing that a lot of people ain't realized. This ain't just affecting black folks.
Right.
This is going to affect our brothers, the so-called Native Americans and the so-called Hispanics. They benefited from affirmative action. That's why they was out there marching right along with us. Like, when Judah get his, we gonna get ours too. They gonna suffer from it. Now, remember that sign they used to have where it said, no niggas and no Mexicans, no dogs?
Yeah.
That's coming back, buddy. That's coming
Basically,
back.
that's what it is right there.
That's coming back.
Them taking that away is exactly what you just said, Cap. That sign is coming right back.
That's coming right back. They ain't gonna post it though, but they just gonna have it when you don't see your kids in college no more. That's you're gonna see it. No niggas, no Mexicans. Go on now, get. That's exactly what they're gonna say. But some artists are they in their own way, they're protesting. Pull up Jill Scott and let's see what she said about Babylon the Great. Read that for us.
This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Go ahead.
Jill Scott performed her rewritten rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at the Essence Festival.
At the Essence Festival. Let's play the video so people can hear it. Go ahead.
Who say, can you see by the blood in the streets?
Sing, girl.
That this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land. With sweat and bare hands, but you'll die in this place.
God said it.
And your memory reigns.
Woo! Bars.
Damn. I felt that.
Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight?
Does this truth hold any weight? Can you basically, do you understand? He that have an ear, let him hear.
This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Damn.
Wow, man. Give me Micah chapter 2, verse 10.
Bring it out. She pulled that from
the
I
soul.
felt that from
came
the
from
soul.
the soul.
Yeah.
And the soul.
Nobody tried to cut off her mic.
Woo. That was a.
I don't think you could have stopped that.
was
Right
old
there. No.
slave spiritual right there.
The
boy.
directors in the backstage was panicking.
Was she
They like
supposed to
sweat.
do this, Tom?
Yeah, we didn't practice this.
We did not rehearse this. Give me that. Micah chapter 2, verse 10. This is what she said in that song spiritually. Read that.
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
America's not our rest. We as the enslaved that built this place with our blood in our hands have to come to that realization spiritually that this place ain't our rest. God is showing you through this dang affirmative action being removed in the colleges. He's showing you this ain't your rest. Oh, you thought that education was going to be the key to even the playing field. God's like, let me pull this rug out from these niggas.
Economics. You know how Negroes always talking about some economics. We need to gather some money. Nah.
Jeezy said, my president is black and my Lambo is blue, but we still oppressed.
You're right.
Let me get a song.
Go ahead.
Go to Psalms 137.
Bring it out, Cap.
Psalms 137. Because over and over, you see Esau love to pick our people to sing their songs, right? Entertain me. Let the gladiators fight. Right? Read.
Psalm chapter 137 and verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion.
We wept. Would you hear that? That's weeping.
that's
She's
what it was.
mourning for the state of her people. Go ahead.
We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive
Come on.
required of us a song.
They always want a song from us. They want us to entertain them.
Yep.
Come on.
And they that wasted us.
They did what?
Wasted us.
Come on.
Required of us mirth.
You see that? They want us to cheer them up. They entertain them. So not only they want us to break our bodies to the point when we play football, our brothers that's playing football, they could barely even make it to the age of 40.
Yep.
You know, and then afterwards they just toss you aside like you nothing.
Hey, read verse 4 though. This is where we should be as a people. Anytime we open our mouth, that God gave us the gift of voice to prophesy. This is where we should be. Verse 4.
Verse 4. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
How can you be out here singing and joyful and cooning and buffooning and shaking your ass in a strange land that ain't yours, that don't give a damn about you? That if you ain't a rapper, a sports player, a movie star, entertainer.
There you go.
And you are either visually or vocally destroying your people. Best believe we got a warehouse for y'all. That's about it, buddy. About it. If you don't be a clown on some YouTube and be a, what they call them, influencer. We got a Rallies, a McDonald's or something for you, because when you come to apply to our college, you better be a genius to get in this bad boy, or we give it this to all of them ignorant ass white folks so we can increase them and our land reign forever.
Hey, Cav, you mind if I pull a script?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, while you get that scripture, I just want to say this. Okay. So that's why you men and women that have power or authority, this is the time for you to come together. As affliction grows and the nation reveal their hand that they are the wicked nation that hate us, you need to come together. If you have power or authority, you need to build your colleges to get those geniuses that's in our community. The hell with their institutions, Harvard, Yale, the hell with them. Okay? Because what makes Harvard or Yale? It's those kids, right? It's those children, those graduates. Likewise, we outshine. The Lord said we are the salt of the earth.
That's right.
So come on, y'all.
Yeah, we don't need to go ahead, officer.
Get Psalm 149 verse 1 after I jump down to verse 7. Because you know how she was singing, right? And then you read the scripture that says, how can we sing a new the song of the Lord in a strange land? This is a song that we can't sing. Read.
Psalm chapter 149 and verse 7.
So verse 1.
Verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints.
Now jump down to verse 7.
Verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
That's what you should be praying about. That's your song.
Yeah.
You gotta show the Most High that you don't want to be here anymore.
Yep. Right. Not comfortable and try to maintain the state of this world. That's what we are. That's assimilating. That's where our people are right now. But don't get too happy, y'all. Show the next part of that article of Jill Scott. Read that for us.
Scott, 51, wrote the lyrics at the age of 19.
She wrote at age 19. It's no coincidence that she sung it at 51 after this landmark decision of no affirmative action in colleges. Read on.
She has previously noted, claiming that her home of the slave lyric is not meant to be divisive.
There she go. Look at that. She got to make sure she cleaned that up, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm not against y'all. I'm not against nobody.
Don't blackball me, y'all.
Don't blackball me. I still need this money from this white man.
So this is wrong with our people. Even though we do have a voice and we do decide to exercise it through song, that's the sad part. But then again, you don't fully realize that that dream.
Well, they don't stand on what they say.
Right, there you go.
So she apologized before the backlash even came.
There you go. Don't take my money from me, y'all. Go back to it. Let's read it.
She said we are in a place that makes us slaves to consumerism.
Come on, sis. Come on. Don't BS us. We know what you talk about. You just sung it at the Essence Fest. You ain't talking about no damn consumerism. You went to an event that's all about consumerism.
There you go.
So now she's saying,
people
now she's saying Caucasian Asians are slaves.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Go ahead.
Trying to include
And
them.
to social media and lies. She spoke of enslavement to negativity as well as bullish, which she said does not benefit us as a people, culture, or society.
Stop it, man. We know what you really trying to say.
Black
So stand
people
up
know.
what the hell you sung.
That's right.
She got the call. You damn right, Pamela. She got the call. You better take that thing back, nigga. Hey, let's see what Stephen A. Because this affirmative action deal, it has trickled down even into the sportcasting, where many of black folk are represented. It's a lot of black sportcasters. They go from the NBA or they played sports before, and they find an avenue on something that the white man will allow them to speak on more than they do. Look what Stephen A. said about it. Go ahead.
From Basketball Network. When white folks catch a cold, black folks catch pneumonia.
You damn right.
Damn.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it. When society get bad, when the damn stock exchange fall a little bit, black people lose all their damn wealth. That's what he's saying. You lose all your money. Go ahead, read it.
Stephen A. Smith says no one is safe in ESPN's firing spree.
If you paid attention, they fired a lot of black sportscasters. A few white folk got caught up in it so they don't appear racist, but the majority of the sportscasters were black. They fired all their asses.
Clean house.
Clean house. Go ahead.
They started doing all this firing and hiring day people when the economy got bad, because there was like, you know what, economy's bad. Well, it doesn't make sense for me to hire another nation.
Yeah.
Look out for their own.
Yeah, good
They're
point.
all in a managing position, working over you.
Yeah. Hey, let's go to that article and scroll down on it, on what he said about it, because he spoke more on it. Let's go back to it. Scroll down. This ain't the end. Let's read that.
This ain't the end. More is coming, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I could be next. Let me tell you something.
Now, Stephen A. is the #1 sportscaster on ESPN, and he said, I could be next. Go ahead.
Stephen A. Smith said, don't ever in your life as a black person take anything for granted.
And he makes around $12 million, $12 million a year. And he said, as a black person, don't take nothing for granted. I thought we was free and equal.
There you go. That's what I thought. What's going on?
What's going on? Go ahead.
I told you before as well. When white folks catch a cold, black folks catch pneumonia. The one thing I can tell you about Stephen A., this ain't 2009.
2009, man.
I didn't see it coming. My eyes are always wide open now. I'm never comfortable.
What?
I'm never comfortable.
His eyes are open now, right? Give me that in Deuteronomy. Look at this. Stephen A. Smith is the #1 sportscaster on ESPN, makes around $12 million a year.
Right.
And he ain't absolved of God's curses as much as he want to deny it with his $12 million that he got a year. Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I want you to read verse 65.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 in verse 65.
The Bible's a true book. Go ahead.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
He's rich. He is wealthy beyond the average Negro's bank account, and he still ain't got no ease. He said it. What'd he say? I'm never comfortable. How you ain't comfortable making $12 million a year in Babylon the Great? Still a nigga.
But I thought it was
That's what that is.
That's that wake-up call, man.
Yup.
Racist people. I thought we was all equal. Why?
Right. You shouldn't be worried. Come on, Steven.
We all
This
one.
guy-
Now they're going to hire a Stefan.
This guy
Hey,
is
Stefan, we got a new role for you.
So it said he will find no ease. Read on.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
When is that going to happen? When they pull the rug out from your ass and take away affirmative action. When they clean house on the damn sport network and fire a bunch of black people. Now check this out. Check this out. This is how we know that no matter how much money you get, you are still have no ease. Your foot have no rest. You're going to have sorrow of mind and a trembling heart. Even if you're the top man,
Yeah.
at the damn sports
Right.
network.
You're the top earner.
Stephen A. is the #1 sportscaster on ESPN.
Yeah.
There's nobody above him. He got his own show, y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
He say
Watch
simping ain't
this.
easy.
Go to the next article. Watch this, y'all. Read that.
None of them are black.
What does he mean none of them are black? Go ahead.
Stephen A. Smith blasts his critics who demand ESPN to fire him.
Now check this out. Scroll down. And it's a video. Should be a video on here. I want to play the video. Play the video.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass. Twice. I'm talking directly to the people in the industry who sat up there and said, why isn't Stephen A. gone?
People in the
Ladies and
industry,
gentlemen,
white folk.
we got a few people at ESPN getting paid more than me.
Listen to this.
They don't have the #1 show. They don't have the top ratings.
You know he talking about.
They don't generate more revenue. How come y'all didn't bring their names up? And by the way, none of them are black.
Oh!
How come you didn't bring their names up? I wonder why. I'm talking to those folks, the critics in the media.
Bayless.
Or the wannabe medias with the blogosphere and the websites that never went through the terrain of being official members of the Fourth Estate. I'm talking about them. How come y'all didn't bring them up? But me, who's been #1, who's got the top-rated show, who, by the way, is an executive producer on that top-rated show, my name comes up.
Fire that nigga. Fire his ass. You know why? Because God said among these nations, you would have no ease, nigga on top.
There you go.
Your sole of your foot would have no rest, nigga on top. You would have a trembling heart when they start firing people. You are on top with a #1 show, and you're going to say, I could be next.
Damn.
How?
Yeah.
How would you say that? How that thought would even come into your soul if you weren't the Israelite the Bible speaks of?
So what that show you, no matter how much money that you get, it means nothing to God.
Nothing.
You bring in so much revenue for that company, they just say, you know what, you're easily replaceable.
You're replaceable. We don't need you.
Yeah.
We what did Donald Sterling do? Said
we get him.
I feed you.
I feed you.
I give you cars.
I bought them
houses.
cars.
Right.
What else do they want? I gave you an opportunity.
And this
Affirmative
also-
action, nigga.
Right. This is also a lesson, man. When you see your brothers going through an affliction, that's not your time to bring him down.
Like he did with Kyrie.
Damn.
Can I get that real quick? Proverbs.
Bring it out.
Proverbs 24. You can't open your mouth against your brother when he's going through it, right? Just so you can appease to your your handlers.
Cap, you are cooking right now.
Yeah, there you go, like a boomerang.
Cap,
Get
you
that.
cooking right now.
24 and read verse. Hold on, let me see it real quick. Verse 24, verse 16. Hold on, no, verse 17. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Watch
Proverbs
this.
chapter 24 and verse 17.
Come on.
Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth.
Come on.
And let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
When he stumbles, come on.
Lest the Lord see it and it displease him.
And it displease him, come on.
And he turn away his wrath from him.
And what do you think he going for? He's coming right back for you. You same one that was bickering against him, talking bad about him to appease your slave masters. Or say, you know what? Let me leave him alone because I was just trying him. Now it's your turn. What you gonna do now?
Let's see. All that big talk you was talking.
Big talk, showtime.
Say it with your chest.
Kyrie try to
Say it with your chest.
Kyrie try to warn them. Make our own league.
There we go.
He wasn't for that.
Nah.
He wasn't for that. Hey, let's pull up the definition of affirmative action to show people what it is because they might not know. Read that definition of affirmative action.
Definition of affirmative action. In the context of the allocation of resources or employment, the practice or policy of favoring individuals belonging to groups regarded as disadvantaged or subject to discrimination.
Now you know what has happened right here. You know how God, give me Proverbs chapter 1. God is so funny. God has he has a great sense of humor because you know what black folk in America been saying for the last 10, 20 years? I ain't no slave. Nigga. What's better than here in America?
There you go.
Well, take your ass back to Africa. Well, leave if you don't want to be here then. What you talking about, we oppressed? So you've been saying to the white man that we free, that we equal, we not oppressed. What's better than here, boss? And he said, well, you know what? We'll take away affirmative action then.
Keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy. Let's take that away because you're no longer disadvantaged, right? oh, you're disadvantaged. Are you disadvantaged or are you not disadvantaged? And then he gonna look at you, and either you gonna bow down before that white man says, "You still slaves. We need your help, man."
Still nigga.
Yeah, still nigga. Still nigga about some
Yeah.
Still
To the point there was like,
I was just playing.
what slave ships? That was made up.
Good point.
That was made up.
You've been on TikTok saying that.
Right.
Slavery never happened.
There you go.
We are Native American Indians.
We've been here. Tyrone, we need you in the office. Come on in.
Did your ancestors land in Alabama on a slave ship and sold on slaves? Yes. No, we was already here. No, that
We
wasn't
live here.
No, that was your brothers. That wasn't you. Oh, you didn't come on slave ship? You don't need this affirmative
Come on,
action
let me get
then.
that.
Because we already gave you your
reparations.
casinos.
Right. Damn.
So you don't need this then, right? Oh, okay. All right. What did I have y'all hold?
Proverbs 1.
Proverbs 1 with God laughed. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof.
Yep.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
God said he gonna do what?
I will laugh at your calamity.
When the white man took away affirmative action in the Supreme Court, God looked down on y'all.
Right.
Like, oh, God, what we gonna do, Lord? All these whites, they hate us. What we gonna do? God's like, ha, ha!
I told you.
God, we're laughing at Gabriel.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Right.
Michael.
Now
Oh,
they
my
beat me down.
goodness. Oh, man, I didn't know it was gonna be this funny. He said, I'm gonna laugh at you. Read on.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
Oh, he said, oh, no. Do your own thing. Get that money. Chase the bag, like you said. Oh, go become a doctor.
Right.
Get more education to change, to overturn the curses that me, Almighty God, placed upon the nation. Go get more education. Oh, well, I got something for you.
Cap, you know the crazy thing is that affirmative action is only for black people. What about the minorities or what the quote unquote minorities of all these other nations?
Done.
They gonna still get the same level of treatment that they have, but Negroes, you're gonna be like,
Good point.
let me get $1.
Good point right there, officer. Good point. Hey, pull up what it's going to do. What take it away from it. Black folk already see what's going to happen to it. Pull it up. Read that for them.
From NBC News. Medical schools will be even less diverse after affirmative action ruling, experts say.
Now, go to the main point of this article. Read that.
Fewer black health professionals means less culturally responsive and equitable care for black patients, she said. Also, the lack of black representation among black health professionals is a problem for younger generations since you can't be what you can't see.
So check this out. Now, you really remember we go to the doctor all the time. You see Habib as your damn or Hamdallah or whatever with the dots and they always come in there. Now you're going to see nothing but them and you're going to see Hu Shong Wong Yong, your doctors. Ain't nobody you ain't going to see nobody like us where you could be like, hey man, damn man, my foot killing me out here. They could be like, oh man, you
just
probably,
need this, that, the third.
Yeah, you need this right here, man. Go home and put an onion on it.
There you go.
You'll be all right. We can talk to each other like that.
Right.
Oh man, you say your head hurt, man. You stressed out. I already know because I took your vitals and everything. You look good. That headache you got right now coming from stress, from oppression.
There you go.
Stress.
Damn.
You stress. Was it when you stress because you're oppressed? That's what we'll say to each other. Just go home. Lay down, drink some ginger ale. Don't sleep on your stomach.
Get some tussin in there.
Get some tussin.
Vicks.
You'll be good.
Vicks.
Do what?
You can't forget the Vicks, Cap.
Vicks.
And
Put some Vicks on your chest and clear all that up. We'll say that to each other. But not when you go in there to Hamdallah and you show Hong Guang. They are going to put your ass on more and more and more pills. They're going to tear up your damn liver.
They're going to say, open them up. We got to open you up.
They need that insurance
I just sneezed. I think you need surgery.
Let me cut you open to see. Make sure you're
surgery.
Let me find out if you still got pain.
You know about the whole thing though is that a lot of people can't see what they're doing. Since Trump came out, they said, make America great again. America was great when they had slaves. They're about to make sure that Negroes can never rise up and make a lot of money. You're going to get servitude jobs. With that, they'll hire you. Hire you all day.
Get a trade.
Slave, picking up garbage. Not saying there's something wrong with that, but this is where they only want black people to be and Hispanics.
Yep. And if you're going to come out of it, you got to be a genius, which we can rise up to that.
Yeah.
But the problem is, we'll never rise to that level of where we can be in the spirit of God when we trust in oppression.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When we send our kids to their school, okay, you got to do that, but we don't invest nothing in our kids when they come out of school.
There you go.
We solely rely on the teacher to teach our child what we think they need to know to prosper in society. When we know that our kids are discriminated against at school.
Right.
Yep.
It's really about to backfire on you. God said the troubles of education, you gonna teach your damn child, or he gonna be in a warehouse scrubbing toilets.
And Cap, that go back to what you mentioned before, because a lot of times our people use these avenues to try to escape the curses of God.
Yeah.
And that's why God says, nah, I'm gonna write this down. Can I pull it, Cap?
Well, no, we got for the sake of time, we gotta go. Now, before we go, give me that last article, because the black woman's best friend, she showed whose side she's on. Pull up the article.
I wonder what side that is.
Read that
from Fox News. Jemele Hill accuses Asians.
Who?
Accuses Asians.
Moab weave carriers. Go ahead.
Of carrying the water for white supremacy, for backing affirmative action decisions.
Who was pushing? Yes. Pass the take away affirmative action. The same people y'all in there buying that weed from. The ones that take your money and then send their kids to those higher education schools. While you was buying weave, they was at the damn Supreme Courthouse
getting there,
influencing white folk. Take that hell away from them. I got something for you.
Here you go. That's your suitcase under your chair.
Because Jake like that shrimp fried rice.
If you put more affirmative action, they'll buy more
free rice
weave.
the rest of your life. And they did it. Moab was behind them, supporting that. Now let's see how many of you black women are gonna continue to go out there and buy that Chinese weed when they was the damn enemy behind the door, taking away what has benefited you and your children for the last 50 years. Because let's be honest now, some of us that got some jobs off of being the token Negro on the job.
Oh, man.
You walk in there, there we go. We got one hand. You walk around, you don't see nobody but yourself.
Right.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. There you go.
That was you was smart, dog.
You are the
token.
We need to be quota.
We need him.
Welcome to the job.
And I was one of them too.
And they put your desk. They put your desk all the way in the corner.
In the back.
No windows.
No windows.
Man, that's what happened, man. So let's see what you really gonna do. If you are gonna stand behind your people as a woman, or if you're going to put looks over being a revolutionary woman and standing next to your people, say the hell with them. I ain't giving them no more money to put their children in college that my kid ain't gonna be able to get in no more. Let's see who you really are.
And that's the thing too. A lot of time we'll put all this money to back these kids to go to these colleges. That's a gamble. Those kids right now, they getting indoctrinated, like you just brought out, for white society.
Yes.
Parents have not told them, hey, that all that wisdom and understanding I'm paying for to send you to these colleges, come back to your community and help invest back into your community. No. Becky done scooped him up.
That's right.
It's a wrap.
Yep, LeBron J. something.
Damn.
Hey, man, let's jump on over to Officer Lyell with one of our news segments. Well, it ain't really news. It's just been a while.
Right, been a while.
Let's jump over to Officer Lyell with one of our segments.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Most High in Christ bless. Welcome back to Four Corners News. I'm your host, Officer Lyell, and this is Behind the Lyrics.
We got the guys in the building. We got the guys in the building. Got guys in the building. We do not care about your feelings. We do not care about your feelings. Got guys in the building. We got the guys in the building. We got the guys in the building. Got guys in the building. We do not care about your feelings. We do not care about your feelings. Don't care about your
all praises. Hey, we got a special guest in the building, y'all. We got Soldier Josiah here on stage with us, man. Hey. So you just dropped your first studio album. Introduce yourself. Tell the people that may not know about you. Tell them a little about yourself, man.
Yes, sir. Josiah the King, JTK, IUIC Boston. But I grew up a little bit down south as well, Georgia, Florida as well. So I got a mix of a few styles that you might have heard on the album. So I'm all over the place when it comes to that.
All praise. Yeah, man. Very versatile on the album, man. Very versatile, man. You got a lot of hidden skills and hidden talents, man. So we want to know, what was the inspiration on the Crown Royal title? What's the inspiration on that?
That was actually my father. My father, Hezekiah. He he's part of the truth. All praises to the Most High. But he came up with that idea as a little shout out to, the elegance of the whiskey, but also the deeper meaning behind it being that we all are crown royal when Christ returns.
That's right.
Sir.
All praise. So your first single was called Hit.
Yes, sir.
And it was a jam, man. So explain to the people the message behind it.
Yes, sir. Hit is like that's a track. It's fun on the front end, on the surface level, but the deeper meaning behind it is that the missiles is gonna hit. The missiles is gonna touch down.
Right.
And Jacob is gonna go. We gonna drink from the drag. We gonna go through our trials during the mist, but get in them scripts and repent for the missiles hit. That's the deeper meaning behind it.
Hey, that video was hard too.
All praise to the Most High.
That AI generated, that thing was hard, man. Hey, so this isn't your first, your first track or your first, I would say, music that you put out on original royalty. Tell the people the other tracks you've been on, featuring with other artists in original royalty.
Yes, sir. With Benjabites on the Exploitation track, we had La Undécima Hora, which is the Northern Kingdom album, the first Northern Kingdom album that dropped. I was on there. A lot of people probably don't know that I speak a little Spanish. I try to speak a little Spanish.
That what you know, Daddy-O.
Right. Right. Bishop says, speaky Spanish.
You speaky Spanish?
Yep.
Oh, crazy. Hey, shout out to Northern Kingdom, man. Hey, so, let's get back to Crown Royal. So we want to know, how long in the making, how long did it take you to make that album? And what were some of the, the setbacks that made you say, I want to drop it now or drop it later, I'm going to wait a little longer? Tell the people about that.
So I had actually released the album when I was in the world. I dabbled in the music industry a bit. So when I came into the truth, people already knew that I was doing music. So they were asking me, hey man, when you gonna drop something in the truth? But I knew I needed to grow more. I need to go through my trials, beat my trials and learn more so this album could have some substance. But to answer the question, in the last about 2 years, we've been working heavy on this album.
Right. Okay. All praise. So here's the $1 million question. We got the $1 million question. What is your favorite track on the album?
He's probably gonna be mad at me that I say this, but C, the track C, that's my favorite. It's probably one of the smoother tracks, but I just, I feel I put a little more meaning into that one. All praise to the Most High.
So on that song or on that specific track, since everybody knows that that's your favorite track, what are some of the lyrics that you can kind of break down? The hook. What recite back the hook for us, or the verse or something. Break it down. Give us that darker meaning on them on the verse.
All right, for sure. Let me give me 1 second. Pull up these lyrics real quick. But
man, we want to get put the butter on the biscuit, man.
Yes, sir, for sure. I got you. So the chorus is, now I can see where I'm going. Was lost in a sea of emotions. The easiest way to lose focus. Because a lot of everything we go through can become a distraction to what's really important when it comes to growing in this truth.
Right.
And our emotions play a big old part of that, so trying to stay logical with the scripts and staying out of our emotions. But when we're in our emotions, that's the easiest way to lose focus. And if I ain't doing it for show, I'm gonna show it. So it's not about the vainglory. It's not about just doing this for the hell of it. There's a reason behind it. It's to get the kingdom. But in the second verse, I say, appreciate all the love when I've been hard to love. Grateful got the call. When he gonna call us up? And it's all praise. It's very simple, but those are the balls that ring for me.
All praises, all praises. Hey, so last but not least, hey, you have any other upcoming projects that you may want to let people know about? Any features that you finna be featured on? Anybody else album that you gonna be on?
Yeah, we got a group coming out of Boston here. I don't know if they want me to shout them out, but I'm gonna shout them out. We got Vigilant Flock coming out of Boston. Yes, sir. Vigilant Flock coming out of Boston. Great rap group. They gonna come with heavy anthems. You might hear me on the album, so I definitely want to give a big shout out to them and put y'all on there. Yes, sir.
So tell the people where they can find your album, where they can go ahead and stream Crown Royal at.
Yes, sir. You can stream Crown Royal at originalroyalty.com, or you can go to YouTube Original Royalty. It's also on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, all of the streaming platforms.
All praises, man. All praises. Hey, so y'all give it up to Soldier Josiah, man. He just dropped Crown Royal. All right, I've been your host, Arthur Salayel.
We give it for the Lord. It's something bad in the mist. Got a sip from the Drake in the mix. In my bag, pull a script. Let it go on the track. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. If you ain't standing for the truth, then you don't understand us. Yeah. Big ol' family hit for corners in Miami, never pay me. We ain't charging another foreign answer. Yeah, we giving truth for the Lord. I'm a patient saint when I be in Atlanta. Temptation, I can pray to God and never stop me. Christian churches, Holy Ghost is out of catching bodies. Yeah, we giving truth for the Lord. Giving that when I'm down for. Compliments to relax ya. Split tongue and that laughter. Never back to a pastor. Backstabbing and mask up. Disguise with a back rub. Cool, we got truth. It's something bad in the mist. Got a sip from the Drake in the mix. In my bag, pull a script. Let it go on the track. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. Told me go get him, I got him. I came from the life of the party to giving the party the light. Stuck in the dark as the fight. Everyone wanna be right, not just. They not right, just think I might just. Show them just, let me be the judge. Show them how to love, right dust. When no mic touch, give it my touch. That's a plus, 144,000 added up. That's a rush, that's a blitz. Take your quarterback, we coming with the central. It's something bad in the mist. Got a sip from the Drake in the mix. In my bag, pull a script. Let it go on the track. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. Pull a script from the hip. Claim the belt. That's a hit. Told me go get him, I got him. I came from the life of the party to giving the party the light. Stuck in the dark as the fight. Everyone wanna be right, not just. They not right, just think I might just. Show them just, let me be the judge. Show them how to love, right?
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back. I don't know who that was. Boom, we'll be back. Welcome back to Four Corners News. And this is health and good estate. All right, welcome back to Health and Good Estate. We got to clear some things up in the black community. Let's play that video and see the fault of our women, and let's see if it's right. Let's play the video.
You tripping, because that's not an average woman. An average woman, I would say, is like between 160 to about 220.
What the fuck? What type of average? I love you. WNBA. I love you. I love you.
What's the average weight?
Are you talking about the average woman or the average man?
No, I'm saying.
That's man size.
In general.
Not the average woman. I don't know. We gonna pose this question.
Most average. What I mean is most women average between
160 to 220.
That's about, because you gotta think height plays a big.
Okay, right now, my girl. That probably is the average, though. When y'all think about it.
If you get a 6 foot woman, that's 220.
You gotta think about 160.
If you get a 6'3" woman, that's 220.
6'3"? That ain't the average size woman.
No, I'm saying in general, most women
is 5'2" to 5'6".
So as we go out to Houston, right?
Yeah.
If you go to 50-15 right now, you're not gonna get everybody with nigga that laid on the table. You're gonna get real women. Nigga, we go out now, everybody got on Jordans with warm-up suits with their bellies hanging over it.
But that's not that might be a problem.
That is a problem, but let's understand.
But you're saying that is the average, though.
That's the Let me ask y'all a question.
That is becoming the average.
All right, so y'all heard it. This is what we, in our mind, black women are trying to justify. The average weight for black women is 160. The hell is this? Or Israel women, I'll say, because black Hispanic, all in there too. The average weight they say is 160 to 220, and she mentioned height plays a big matter. She said, you get a 6'3" woman that's 220. He had a corrective. Most women ain't 6'3".
Ain't the average.
And then they try to throw in, if y'all paid attention through all the arguing, they said WNBA.
There you go.
So, that sparked something in me to do some research. Because on Four Quarters News, we are about facts.
That's right.
And about research. Do you hear me? Facts and research. Because this is a professional news.
Bring it out, Cat. Bring it out.
Channel.
Where truth.
So we went and looked up the facts to see if they hold true to what she said. So she's talking about 160 to 220 is average.
Right.
Okay. So let's look up the average weight of a WNBA player. These are the most in shape women on the face of the earth. Let's see what the average weight of a WNBA player is. Go ahead. Scroll down on this, scroll down. And I want you to click. People also ask, what is the average weight in the WNBA? Well, let's see. Can you read that for us, officer?
Average weight of all players. There might be a correlation between being taller and also weighing heavier. White players in the WNBA are
Neanderthals. Those white people are Neanderthals. Go ahead.
On average, are heavier than black players. The average weight of all WNBA players was 168.7 pounds.
Read that weight again. The average weight of a WNBA player who are taller than most normal women.
Right.
So that means that they should be heavier according to what that woman said.
Right.
The average weight for them is how much?
Was 168.7 pounds.
Okay, so that's the average weight. And they're taller.
They are taller.
They're bigger than the average woman, right? So let's go and see what is the heaviest weight of women in the WNBA. And let's see if we can correlate that with the women of the world.
Right.
This is Health and Good Estate. List of 14 heaviest female basketball players. Can you read number 1?
Catherine Ruth Matera.
240. Neanderthal. Like I said, she's a big, out of the Caucasus Mountains Neanderthal. Big ass woman. Go ahead. Next one.
Number 2, Zhang Haja.
It's a Moabite that might mess around and be a damn sumo wrestler. She's 229. Go ahead.
Kara Walters Drinan. 227 pounds.
Another Neanderthal. Go ahead.
Malgorzata Didak.
Neanderthal.
222 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Elizabeth Cambridge, 216 pounds.
Now, if you've ever seen this woman right here, you ever seen her on the internet?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a black woman right there.
Yeah.
She's 216.
Right.
She's about 6'6",
Yeah.
6'7"
Yeah.
in height.
Yeah.
And
Boy,
she
no
weighs
weight, boy.
216. That woman said the average weight of a black woman is between 160 and 220. How many 6'7", 8 black women y'all see walking around on the streets?
Nah.
None. Okay. All right. That might be one of the only
That's-
ones in
there
the
you
world.
go.
Okay.
There you
And
go.
she's 216,
216,
below the
yeah.
average. Keep going.
Brianna Jones,
210.
Damaris Dantis.
She's Judah.
Yeah. That's 209.
209 pounds.
209 pounds, and she's probably 6'2", 6'3". All right, so you get the point of the weight of women that are 6'2" to 6'8". They are right around the average weight of normal black women. Okay, so let's see this. Go to the average black female weight in America.
Okay. Here
and
we go
let's
now.
see. Let's see.
Here we go.
Read that.
Average black female weight. The average black woman is 187 pounds.
Is what?
187 pounds.
Now you might be like, ooh, she thick. Keep reading.
With a BMI of 32.2.
That's fat. Go ahead.
Which is considered obese.
A what?
Obese.
Whoa, most black women are what?
Obese.
You obese, sisters. You're not thick. You're obese. Out of BC.
Go on now, get.
Go ahead.
Black women are also more likely to develop obesity-related conditions such as diabetes,
Too much Kool-Aid,
hypertension,
fried chicken,
and high cholesterol
Pork
than their
chops.
white counterparts.
That's where you get it from, sisters. Now you be like, man, that don't. Well, what if them sisters are 6'2", 6'5", like the WNBA, but they just walking around? Can you go to the average height of black women in America? I know y'all not gonna like me for this. Read that.
Average height of black female height in America, 5 feet 4
How
inches.
tall are they?
5 feet 4 inches.
They 5'4", 187 pounds.
Boy, ain't no weight, boy.
Sisters,
Boy, ain't no weight, boy.
you're not 6'2". You're not 6'5".
Right.
You're not 6'8".
That's right.
Brittany Griner, that
Yeah.
lesbo, is 6'9". Guess how much she weighed, brothers? Take a guess. 160, 175, 180. Brittany Griner is 6'9", 205.
God.
Have y'all ever seen Brittany Griner?
Yeah,
Does she
I've
look
seen.
obese to you all?
Nah.
She's
None of that.
6'9". She's as tall as LeBron James and only weighs 205 pounds.
Man.
Sisters, y'all are 5'4" and only weigh 15 pounds less than a woman that is a foot and a half taller than
Let
you.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're right, sisters.
Damn.
Give me that scripture in Sirach. Why do I say that? Give me that one. Eat as it becometh. Where is that? 31:16.
Sirach
Here's the
chapter
script.
31.
This is healthy, good estate. Read that.
Sirach.
Don't, sisters. Give me that soundbite again. Let me tell you something. Don't put your weight on the comments.
Damn.
To justify yourself. We just pulled up the tallest women in the world, and they are smaller than you being shorter.
Damn.
Because if you say, man, that's big, she big as hell. She should weigh that much. She don't weigh as much as you, and you're shorter than her. The math ain't mathing. Don't put your weight on there, sisters. Read that in Sirach 31:16.
Sirach chapter 31 and verse 16. Eat as it becometh a man.
Read that again.
Eat as it becometh a man.
Sisters, that scripture does not pertain to you all. You know how we say the Bible's written in a masculine tone?
Right.
All the scriptures in the Bible don't pertain to y'all, sisters. When it says eat as it becometh a man, That's talking to men.
There you go.
That actually go out to war. That do jobs that require the food in their body to be converted to energy. Lifting heavy things.
Right.
You know, eat as it becometh a man. If you a man, sisters, you should not be eating as a man.
Right.
That's the only way that you can get 220. 5'4" and 187 pounds. That's not even the average size of a man in America.
And most jobs that our sisters have requires no energy. Their most desk jobs or their home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or they're non-physical. They might be a lot of work, but it's non-physical jobs. Women ain't jackhammers.
There you go.
They're not in construction.
Right.
They're not lifting heavy damn boxes and pallets.
There you go.
You're not doing that on the regular, all right? And if you are doing that, you probably are around 220.
Right.
And you shouldn't be. Your body ain't made for that. And don't tell me it's genes. No, it's not.
Thyroid, Cap.
No, it's not thyroid. You're just eating the same food that your unhealthy mama fed you. God said, eat as it becometh a man. That's for man. Sisters, okay, I'm married. I got to eat with my husband because I'm not cooking 2-3 different days because we got kids. Well, you know what that means for you? You eat as it becometh a woman. You eat smaller portions of the food that you're feeding your husband and your kids. You don't eat as much as they do. You don't have, as what Bishop said, two-tier, 3-tier wedding cake food plates. And I saw them at Unity Days here in Miami.
Damn.
I saw you, sisters.
Shame them.
I saw you with 2-tier, 3-tier plates at Unity Days.
Emotional damage.
I saw you. God said, eat as it becometh a man. That's written for men. Not for you sisters, okay? Now, we ain't going to, it's just healthy to get a stay. We ain't going to just be bashing you women over here. Oh, he's a woman basher. No, go to the next article. We got some help for you. Read that.
Sisters from AARP. 40 foods every black woman over 40 should consider eating.
Now, we got some help for you because that's our job. Our job is to correct you and help you at the same time, right? So it's 40 foods every black woman over 40, because a lot of times what we get and we hear is that women saying their older age, it's harder to get off the weight. The metabolism slows down. We understand that. We're not naive to that point, but that is not a reason where we are going to let you eat yourself to death with high blood pressure, diabetes, hypertension, making excuses saying that you got baby fat. Your kid's a teenager. Your kid is out the house. He don't even live with you no more. How is that baby fat and your kid got kids of his own? That ain't baby fat, sister. You have overeaten and there's no exercise behind it. You've been eating as it becometh a man when you shouldn't be. So 40 foods every black woman under 40. Let's read some of those things.
Number 1, olive oil.
Olive oil. You should have your food with olive oil. Okay, let's read what it says about that. The health fact. I asked, is olive oil healthy? I was told that it was healthy. Okay, so let's read it. Let's read that.
This staple of the Mediterranean diet is a healthy monounsaturated fat, says Lancaster.
Go ahead.
Harvard researchers found that a diet rich in olive oil may reduce the risk of death from heart disease.
Heart disease, and that was one of the things that black women that are 5'4", 187 pounds suffer from: heart disease, hypertension. Go ahead.
Cancer and Alzheimer's disease. Number 2, salmon.
Salmon. Now, come on, black folk. You know we love some. Put away the catfish.
There you go.
Eat some salmon. It's good for you. Go to number 3.
Number 3, berries.
Y'all can drop me from there. Go ahead.
Number 4, collard greens.
Collard greens. We love to eat collard greens. But what type? Can you read?
Dark leafy greens are good for your blood pressure.
Dark leafy greens are good for what?
Your blood pressure.
That means you can't be putting that damn fat back. And what else they put in there?
Smoked turkey.
The smoked turkey, the salt.
Oh, man.
You can't be putting all that in there, sisters. Dark leafy greens are good for your blood pressure. Go ahead.
And good for your eyes because of beta carotenes, says Lancaster. This can help prevent vision loss from macular degeneration.
Go ahead to number 5.
Number 5, yogurt. Number 6, green tea.
Green tea. Black folk, we got to start drinking some tea.
Yeah, break it out. God.
We don't invest enough in tea, do we? We don't. No. We got to start drinking more
juices,
tea.
Kool-Aid, coffee.
Yeah, we got to start drinking more green tea, y'all. In the morning, drink some tea to calm your nerves. Right. Go ahead and read the research on that. Go back up to that. Read the research.
Research shows drinking several cups a day may reduce the risk of both heart disease and stroke.
Now, we suffer from stroke as a people. Yeah. Go ahead, read number 7. We're going to go through the top 10. You can check this out. We'll post this on our Four Corners News Facebook page. You can be able to check out these 40 things if you're serious about honoring your body as a temple of God and losing some weight or just getting fit. We ain't saying you got to be a damn flat back ass Becky. We ain't asking for that. Just get in shape, sisters.
There's workouts for that.
That's it. Yeah. Go ahead, number 7.
Right. Number 7, almonds.
Almonds. Go ahead. Number 8.
Number 8, mushrooms. Number 9, carrots.
Now, you know black folk hate some carrots. We hate some carrots, man. But it's a way to make them taste good. You can put some, what can you put on them?
So I just seen someone roast them and made them into a hot dog.
Yeah, make some cinnamon. You can put some cinnamon on there, too. Give it a little bit of taste, y'all. Come on now. You know, we salt of the earth. We can make anything taste good. If you made a pig ass taste good, you can make some carrots taste good, sisters. Y'all pull me back up. Pull me back up on there. Number 10, we shouldn't have no problem. Read that for us.
Number 10, sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. You know damn well, black folk, we ain't got no problems with eating some sweet potatoes. Pull the list back up for me. Pull that back up. We ain't got no problem eating no sweet potatoes. We got 100 damn recipes
for sweet potatoes.
Potatoes. Let's read the benefits of those.
These root veggies are a good source of vitamins A, B6, and C. Potassium and fiber. Compounds in sweet potatoes may help control blood sugar.
Oh, so it lowers your blood pressure. All praise to the Most High for His food. So these are just a few of those things to help you out because if you're between 160 and 220 and you're 5'4", that's considered obese, sisters. You've been hearing the bishops and the deacons get your health together. That's because they love you and they know that we suffer from high blood pressure.
Right. Diabetes.
Stroke. We suffer from most things. And the older that we get, the less active we are.
Right.
So what can we do to counteract the less activity we do? Well, let's change the way that we eat so our body can react to it and it will shed the weight itself. But still mix in a little bodily exercise like Paul said. It profits a little. So do those things because you don't have no excuse no more. WNBA players that are much taller than you, way less than most of you women. All right? So let's get into the segment of This Week in Israel.
Check. Welcome back to Four Corners News, where the truth speaks. And this is This Week in Israel.
That's right.
And it's brought to you by OriginalRoyalty.com. Go to Original Royalty and get all your music, your merchandise, your clothing, everything like that. So This Week in Israel is brought to you by OriginalRoyalty.com.
That's right, Israel. Also, This Week in Israel, we had Officer Omri. Congratulations to the House of Officer Omri. Officer Omri House was established this past week in Israel. Man, that's a bad garment. All praises to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. And you know what? It's a lot of people that saying we a hate group. This proves that we are a love group. Because there's a lot of men out there, they wouldn't even be thinking about marriage if it wasn't for this truth. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to the House of Officer Omri.
All
praise to the Most High.
Also, This Week in Israel, we had IUIC Austin with another Unity Day. IUIC Austin.
Unity. That's what we preach here in Israel, man. Unity.
Austin strong.
Yes, sir. Austin strong.
We know in the scriptures to tell us to gather yourselves together, and what better way to do that with Unity Days after a long week of oppression.
Yeah, look at them pictures, man. All the smiling faces, man. Hey, this Israel United in Christ. This is what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the sisters, we got the brothers. All praises to the Most High. So much love for our people. How can we be a hate group? We love our family.
That's
all
right.
Praises
That's
to the Most High.
All praises. This week also in Israel, we had IUIC Oklahoma not just doing the work on the streets, but cleaning up the community.
Cleaning up the community. We go out there and we teach our people, but also we go out there and we teach our people how to clean up the community as well. Let's play that video.
Hey, Shalom, Israel, Most High in Christ bless. Captain Paulo here. Hey, IUIC Oklahoma, we out here in Pitts Park. We doing the community cleanup, all right? We just got done picking up trash, the brush from the storm that just happened. We out here taking care of our community, man. We ain't out here just talking on the streets. We out here putting in action what we preach, all right? So Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Come join the fight. The community, come join us. Let's clean up the east side of Oklahoma City, all right? Let's make this place look good again, all right? Shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
You just gotta do you. Free up from the drama. Gotta focus on you. You gotta elevate.
So, we're here at Oklahoma City, Pitts Park, getting all the residue of the trash. We had a storm, so it knocked some trees down, got some brush out of the way, piling it all up in one area, and making the park look better.
So strange, never growing, stay the same. I can't be around you, gotta rearrange. But you ain't.
We're out here on the community cleanup, man. You know they say, hate groups clean up the community. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. You know? I don't know none, but they say it.
Name mine's in the gutter. Gotta show them that you're bigger than that. Sun don't change for a reason. They just stick around for a season. Right. I be on the watch for the demons. Only good vibes around me, so don't let me.
Cleaning up our community.
How long are we gonna be out here?
Till the community's cleaned up.
All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, the officer made a great point. He said, how does a hate group go out there and teach marriage, clean up the community?
In the communities.
We're in the community. We're cleaning up the community. We're teaching marriage. We're teaching God's commandments.
Right.
How in the world could that be a hate group? So all praise to the Most High, man.
Hey, officer, I never seen the KKK clean up the community.
No, you never seen the KKK clean up the community?
Never seen the Proud Boys clean up the community
Never.
either.
So we out there, we're not just talking about it, we're being about it. All praise to the Most High.
All praise. Shout out to IUIC Oklahoma. And with IUIC Mobile, we had the YDO West event.
All praise to the Most High.
IUIC Mobile. That's right. Showing the young daughters of Sarah a better way in this truth. We're not teaching our daughters to twerk online, but we teaching them how to be righteous young daughters of Sarah, y'all.
All praises. That scripture, Titus 2, 3, and verse 5. Read that, officer. So we out there, we're not teaching our daughters how to be out there twerking, out there, doing all these things on the TikTok and the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We teaching our young daughters of Sarah how to be righteous young daughters of Sarah. Read that. Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. That the word of God may not be blasphemed. All praises to the Most High.
That's right. Also, Israel, with This Week in Israel, we had Deacon Malafire.
Deacon Malafire,
IUIC TV. Hey, man,
praises,
Deacon
man.
Malafire has brought out the classes all weekend. We had the new moon just passed, this past new moon. Deacon Malafire with another bomb class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, play that video, man. Let's see what Deacon Malafire got going on in this video. Watch this.
Bonfire. Deacon Malafire, y'all. Hey, so Israel, if y'all missed the classes, we had the Earth Will Glow. That was the new moon class we had on Monday. Then following right after that, Escaping the Sin, we had Life After Death with Deacon Malafia, y'all. Hey, that video was called his Charge Up, and he was charged up all week.
That's right. All praise to
Ain't
the
no
Most
better
High.
way to start off the new month with a new moon with Deacon Malafia bringing out prophecy.
All right, play that video.
Also this week in
Watch
Israel,
this
y'all,
tonight,
we had
everybody.
Orlando bringing
This
out
is live from the Pine
Juneteenth.
Hills neighborhood with how local artists are using their creative platforms to uplift their communities. Tonight.
Michelle, the fun starts outside. You know, free food is the easiest first step to encourage people to come out. But I also want to tell you, 3 Masks Inc., a store in Pine Hills that sells African art and clothing, is a popular choice of venue for community events like this, because inside is a stage where people are using spoken word and music to spread hope and positive messages.
Music has a way of healing the soul. And healing is what this community says they need now more than ever.
There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of crime, there's a lot of things that happen in our community that, of course, we don't really like.
A Juneteenth celebration in Orlando is raising awareness about the crime that's tearing families apart. 3 Masks Inc. and Pine.
Watch Truth Tonight. Gabriel Gaddigas
All
is live
praises,
from
all praises. Shout out to IUIC Orlando. Like the lady said in the news article, man, using our platform, not only just in the scripts, but with music, feeding the community, man, doing what IUIC do.
All praise to the Most High.
Also this week in Israel, we had the Touch One, Touch Us All Blitz.
Kansas City Blitz. That's right. We blitzing. You know what I'm saying? We showing our people, like, you touch one, you touch us all. We gonna be there. Go through those pictures.
That's right. Israel, you know how it is, Israel. Something happened to one of our brothers. One of our brothers got shot 7 times teaching God's word. And we got a reward out for $10,000 leading to any possible arrest or conviction for the safety of our brother.
If you have any questions or call that number, that's 855-484-4842, extension 7013. There's a $10,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest and conviction of criminals in the attempted murder of our brother.
Remember, Israel, the Lord said, if you know or have seen of any possible crime and you don't say nothing, you are in judgment with the Most High God if you keep your mouth closed, y'all.
That's right.
We won't fix it in our communities. Stop letting the rules, stop snitching affect our communities, all right?
Right.
All right, Israel, this week also in Israel, we had a fire album, as you just seen behind the lyrics.
We had
Josiah the King.
Soldier Josiah the King. We also had him on Between the Lyrics. If y'all missed that segment, y'all can go back to IUIC in Miami and check out that segment. But Josiah the King album, Crown Royal, drop. Y'all can visit it and listen to it on all streaming platforms. OriginalRoyalty.com, you can download it. All right? That's the back cover right there, looking like a true king. Original Royalty Recordings.
All praise to the Most High. And also this week in Israel, we just dropped another Hebrews Journal notebook.
All praises to the Most High.
The Man of War. And Israel, check it out. It's on Amazon, y'all.
Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
Hey, we moving up. We moving up in the world, man. We trying to get this truth out by all means necessary. All praise to the Most High.
Also, Israel, this weekend, Israel, we had the General, Bishop Nathaniel, going across the 4 corners with another radio show in South Africa.
He went to South Africa, man. Hey, he ain't just talking about it. He being about it, man. You know what I'm saying? South Africa, that's a long way to go.
South Africa, y'all. We bringing this truth out all over the 4 corners, y'all.
That's right. IUIC events.
Right, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Also, Israel, we got the scripture of the week.
The scripture of the week, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
That's right, Israel. Be not partakers in the plagues of Babylon. Why? Because those who are found in the midst of the plagues and in the sins of Babylon will be punished by Christ on that last day, y'all.
Yeah, so we got to come out of these wicked holidays, come out of these wicked ways. Our old man, we got to come out of all of these things that's been happening to us. All right.
All praises Israel. And finally, the quote of the week by none other than the General Bishop Nathaniel. Read that, officer.
The Bible teaches us that no broken people are beyond repair.
That's right. That's right. You heard it from the bishop. He said it this past Sabbath. Listen, there's nothing that we're going through in this world, nothing that we're going through in this life that the Bible can't fix.
So there is hope. There is hope, Israel. Nothing that you went through, nothing that you've done in your past that you cannot repent from. Absolutely. All right? So we are not beyond repair. Keep that in mind, all right? So, officer, check this out. I saw this meme right here, and I couldn't figure out what in the world it meant. But you, for some reason...
The meme of the week?
The meme of the week.
Right.
You, for some reason, know what this means. And if you know what this means, Israel, I need you to go in the comments. Go in the comments and let us know what you think this means. Pull that meme up.
If you got kids in the kids' corner, you should know what this means.
You should know. Now, when I saw this, I didn't know. I said, what the hell is this? I had no idea. But Officer Lemuel, he put me on.
Hey, officer, look, I got 4 kids, and I'm a father to the fatherless. I have this on repeat throughout my week.
All right. Hey, so, officer, when you tell the people what this actually means, Adaya says she read that with such ease. Oh, man. All right, so.
Hey, officer.
So check this out. Check this out. We gave y'all enough time. Officer Lemuel, tell the people what this means. And hey, hold on. You got to keep it PG.
I'm going to keep it.
You got to keep it PG. Here we go.
Only black parents can translate this.
Come on.
Get your dad in the goddamn house right now before I beat your mom.
Hey, y'all already know the rest, man. Y'all can't tell me y'all ain't said this about 50 11 times to your kids. Get your bad behind in the goddamn on house right now before I beat your mom. Hey, man.
So Israel, if you just so happen to want to, be safe from the patrols, make sure you just say GYB AIT GDHRNBIB YMFA.
Amen. All right, all praises. This has been This Week in Israel.
Shalom.
Shalom. We'll be back with the rest of Four Corners News. Shalom.
Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. My name is Sister Saf. I'm the House of Officer Caleb, Rochester, New York. And today we are at the DOS chat, or DOS meet and greet, Passover 2023, the 20th year anniversary. And the reason why Titus 2 is so important is because we get so much understanding from the women, the mothers of Israel that are above us, that have so much understanding, so much experience. Mama Parya has been in the truth for 28 years, and so many of the other mothers have been through so many different experiences of life that we can glean from. So it's so important to be able to apply following after the mothers and their righteous examples.
All the trials that we done been through. Read the scripts,
build their Lord's households, be better mothers to their children. So all praise to the Most High for the opportunity to be here. So almost like this.
And you, that's only if you're Israel.
Shalom, I'm Yana Sarai from the House of Captain Josiah. This is the 20-year anniversary, and Titus 2s are so important. They've been major in my walk in this truth, because in the beginning, I did not know one thing about how to dress like a lady, how to act like a lady, how the wisdom that grew me. I really, really needed that from the mothers and provided that for me. And I'm so grateful for them and the Titus 2s.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth
speaks.
I am Captain Zakar to my left.
Captain Severus.
And to his left. And to his left.
Officer Azaniah.
And to his left.
Officer Pagiel.
And we make up
Four Corners News.
One day we'll get it together where everybody mic work, man. They'll remember how to turn the damn thing on. Ain't nothing but a switch, y'all.
Cap, un poquito.
Pray for them. Pray for them. All right, hey, man, let's get straight into the main topic, man. A lot of people have problems with the Israelites and say that they are dwelling on the past. You're always talking about the past. Well, that's because we know that the past tells you about your future or your present state.
Right.
I'll say it that way. It tells you about your future and your present state. And the white man actually did some research or a survey based on black folks' past. Let's pull it up and see what it says. Read that.
Study examines centuries of identity lost because of slavery.
From the University of Southern California.
Right,
So that's
right.
Southern Cal, right? USC, right? For those that are sports fans, Reggie Bush
There you
played
go,
there,
Reggie Bush, yeah.
Ronnie Lott, them old players and stuff like that. If you might know who they are. So you know who they are, right? So these white folk, because them ain't black folk, did a study on the effects of centuries of identity loss because of slavery. Well, damn, that sounds almost biblical. Give me that in Deuteronomy.
Bring it out.
Chapter 32. And I want you to read verse 26. Let's read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 26. I said, I would scatter them into corners.
The four corners of the earth, all over the globe. Go ahead.
I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
Can you pull it up and see how man says it? God said, I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among man. What did man say?
Study examine centuries of identity lost because of slavery.
Man calls it identity loss.
Right.
God said, I will make the remembrance of you to cease from among man. So let's go dive into the article and see the effects of why we as Israelites are on the corner teaching Deuteronomy 28.
Identity.
Week after week,
Yeah.
you come up, we ask you, what's your race?
Right, right.
What does God call you in the Bible? What do you call yourself? Oh, well, this is what God calls you. If y'all can real quick, while we read this, I'll pull it up in the background. Go on Google and pull up the 12 tribes chart. But let's go back to this article and we'll read that while tech team gets that for us. Pull it up for me. Scroll down. Let's scroll down on that. You see the chains. Let's read that for them from the top.
Many Americans can trace some lines of their family tree back to the 1600s.
Not black people. Go ahead.
However, African Americans descended from enslaved Africans who began arriving in North America in 1619.
We actually got here before that. We're going to pull it up. Go ahead.
Lack ancestral information spanning several centuries. A new USC and Stanford study recently published in Genetics.
Now, I want you to, USC and Stanford, that's some of the schools that your black kids will never get in again. Go ahead.
Provides insight into who occupies these missing branches of family trees and gives a glimpse of how many branches there are.
Now, listen to this right here. Go ahead.
Slavery was not that many generations ago.
Can somebody please tell the ignorant nigger on the street corners that slavery wasn't a long time ago?
Right.
A prestigious college, USC and Stanford University, in their opening statement about the research they did, slavery was not that many generations ago.
No.
You know what that means? That your damn great-great-grandma was a slave.
There you go.
That's what that means.
You see the TikTok videos over and over. Sister so-and-so could talk about what her experience was during those black code days or Jim Crow era. Okay, so you still have them around. It was not that far ago, y'all.
Yeah, we got to stop trying to separate ourselves from our history, because what happens when we separate ourselves from our history, we in turn forget who we are.
Right.
You cannot do that. And no other race of people separates themselves from their history. Japanese people that were put into concentration, they called them internment camps, I believe it was. Do you millennials know what I'm talking about? Or just looking at me? Okay.
I don't register as a millennial.
They're called internment camps. I'm gonna teach y'all something right now. The Japanese during World War II were put into what is called internment camps. They call them concentration.
Right. No, right.
But it's internment camps. Do Japanese tell Japanese people to forget what those Americans did to us during World War II?
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all. Does the Jewish man tell his children of today to forget what happened to us in Auschwitz?
Nope.
I highly doubt it.
Nope.
Sir. Bring it out, Cap.
They got their own militia that gets revenge.
Dutch, damn German sandwich.
They're still whining about it.
Yeah.
Bunch of whiners.
They're getting paid left and right. Getting paid left and right.
Cry about them $6 million.
Hey,
niggas out here forgetting about $100 million.
There you go.
Right. Racist
Niggas is trying to forget
yeah.
that. But that just goes back to show that no other people tell the generation after them to forget about your past because it wasn't that long ago.
No.
Right.
No.
Only we do that. Go back to that prestigious thing. You gonna say something?
No.
Go back to it. Let's go. Go ahead.
Slavery was not that many generations ago, so my family still tells stories about our enslaved ancestors, like who they were, and in my case, how we ended up as light as we are.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Shout out to you light-skinned folk. You light-skinned folk, you are still Israelites. Thus saith the Lord.
There you go. You was just the house niggas. That's all it was.
Give me that in Jeremiah. That shows God that we Israelites, that we was very dark,
Bring it out.
all the way to very light. We still Israel, and stop giving the white man all that power. So we think, if you're light skinned, you was raped. When man.
White man had the super nut.
Hey, damn. But check this out. In the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, I don't have it on me. It says that David was fair-skinned.
Right.
He was lighter than the dark-skinned Israelites. And the ancient images that we have of David, does he look light-skinned to y'all?
Oh, come on now.
No. He's still what we would call dark-skinned. He's just not as dark as the other Israelites. But he's still Israel.
Yeah.
Read that scripture in Jeremiah about speckle.
Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 9.
Yep.
Mine heritage is like unto me as a speckled bird.
That means you're all different shades of colors.
That's right.
Stop giving the white man power thinking he has a what?
Super nut.
Super nut. Like it's so strong to change the color of all black. No, it's not. Some of us was different shades coming over here, man. Go back to the article. Just had to get that out there. Build you light-skinned folks' self-esteem. Go ahead.
Said first author Jaslyn Mooney. The Gabbling
just skip all that. Go straight to but these are.
But these are just stories, and that is what most African Americans have left. We don't have any records or numbers. There's no tangible data.
There's what?
No tangible data.
Because God said, I will make the remembrance of you to cease from among man. That's the curse that was placed upon the ancient Israelites. So tell me, how is it some white folk over there in our land right now talking about they've got records to go all the way back to Abraham, or that they got records to go back all the way that they're the priest of Aaron, that they're the line of Kohan. How is that when God said you won't remember yourself at all?
Right.
That's how just like the history of black and Hispanic people we read about right now. Let's go back to it. That's because enslaved African Americans were rarely included. Go to Mooney. Go to Mooney. Read that next part for
Mooney. The study sheds light on her personal ancestry. It's fairly easy to trace my mother's side of the family all the way back to the early 1500s.
Now listen to this, y'all. Go ahead.
Mooney said, noting that her mother's family traces to the medieval Jewish expulsion from Spain and is part of a community that came to New Mexico in the 1600s.
Now check this out. This is the witchcraft that they have done on us as Israelites. That we think that if you came from Spain, that automatically equals white in our mind.
Right.
Can we pull up the history books that our bishops and deacons have been bringing out for years to show that the people of Spain that ain't who you think it is.
Right.
Can you please pull those up real quick? Pull up the book title so people can see it. So this is called Before the Mayflower, A History of Black America by Lerone Bennett Jr. It's on Amazon. Can you go to it and let's read it? Read that paragraph. Scroll up. Go ahead.
Page 36. A large proportion of the first generation of African Americans, entered America with Spanish names.
We came over here with Henrique and Jose,
Rodriguez,
Jesus.
Rodriguez. But yet, Northern Kingdom still reject us, even though we had Spanish
We
names.
had the names before they
We
did.
had them first. There you go.
Damn.
Go ahead, read that.
For reasons that are not readily apparent.
Oh, they are apparent. We're going to get into it. Go ahead.
Many black males were called Antonio. A name that quickly became Anthony or Anthony.
Now, we know a lot of damn black folks named Anthony. Ant. What's up, Ant?
Hey, what's going on, Ant?
We know a lot of black folks named Anthony. Hey, what's up, Ant? We know a lot of them. Keep reading.
Other popular names of the period included Michaela.
Michaela. What's that today? Michael.
Mike.
How many black folk you know? Hey, Mike, what's up?
What's going on?
What's up, Big
What's
Mike?
good, bro?
Man, black people are lazy, Cat. They don't even want to say the whole name. They just showing that.
Read that next one.
Coach Azello.
Nah, I don't know. Nobody know that name.
Coach
Zella.
I don't know.
Coach. What's going on,
What's
Coach?
going on, Coach?
What's going on, Coach?
What up?
Now,
What up,
this next one sounds like a black name. Go ahead.
Mingo.
Now, we know that's a hood name.
Lingo. Lingo.
Hey, Lingo. Lingo.
Pedro.
Look, he feel proud.
Ain't no Pedros. Go ahead.
Pedro.
Francisco.
Jabina.
Gigi. Go ahead.
Maria.
Mary.
Wartello.
Wardell.
Wendell.
I heard of Wendell.
Keep reading.
Tamora.
Tommy.
Angola.
Who?
Angola.
Angie.
And Tony
Angelo.
Congo.
Tony Congo. That came from Africa.
Come on.
Tony Congo? Go ahead, keep reading.
Shortly after their arrival in America, many blacks discarded African and Spanish names and adopted English titles.
There we go. Go ahead.
Thus, within the span of a generation, the black soul moved from Africa to England to Spain.
To where?
To England to Spain. To America.
To America. That's the witchcraft that the white man has done. That's why when we don't know our history, that's why we teach about history so much as Israelites, so you know where you come from. We came from Israel, ran deeper into Africa, went up to England. Hell, we found ourselves in Spain, got put on slave ships and found ourselves in America. Right. Go ahead.
From the X of the severed African family tree to Antonio and the William X, or the William, of the first Native American black, who apparently had no surname at the time of his christening.
Damn, that's crazy right there, man. Hey, do we got anything else on this history right here of how we ended up in Spain? Let's pull it up. Pull it up real quick, and I may want to skip through some of this for the sake of time. So the Jews and Moors in Spain. The Jews and Moors in Spain. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Now, I just want you to read the underlined part. He granted them. So read from nearly 150,000. Go ahead.
Nearly 150,000 souls made their way by land to Portugal, whose king, John II, dispensed with his scruples of conscience so far as to allow his greed to triumph over his creed. He granted them a passage through his dominion on their way to Africa.
On their way to where?
To Africa.
What in the hell is white folks leaving Spain going to Africa for? Jump down to inflicted.
Inflicted upon their brethren.
Of their who?
Their brethren.
Hold on, wait a minute. When white people get in Africa?
There you go.
So, because this is the thought that we got Spain, oh, that's automatically white people.
Right,
No, well, how in the hell is Jews going from Spain to Africa, and then in the next part is calling them brothers?
Brethren, yep.
That's because those Jews that were in Spain were black folk. Now, give me that next book of...
That's right.
Nature Knows No Color line to prove what we saying, that the Jews of Spain were black folk. That's why when they got to Africa, it called them brethren. Pull it up for them.
Bring it out.
It's like the third or fourth. Yep, read that. Negro Ancestry in the White Race, page 29. This is called Nature Knows No Color line. Read that.
Waite says, an interesting gradation of all shades down to the black is exhibited by the Jews, especially dark, where the Jews of Spain...
where?
The Jews of Spain...
The Jews in Spain were black folk. The Jews in Portugal was black folk. Read on.
The Portuguese Jews were very dark.
Black as hell.
Says Pritchard.
The
Duchess de Brontes, wife of Napoleon's ambassador to Portugal, said that the Jew...
The who?
The Jew. The Negro.
The Negro. You black ass folk in America right now. Go ahead.
And the Portuguese could be seen in a single person.
So the Jews look like Negroes.
There you go.
The Portuguese look like Negroes. The Jews are the Negroes.
Right.
Read that. Right. So what? So
dark were the Jews,
man,
especially
your damn glasses, man. It could be
it's fogging up over there.
Go ahead, babe.
So dark were the Jews, especially of Portugal and southern Spain.
Black as hell.
That many whites thought all Jews were black.
Were what?
Were black.
Were what?
Were black or dark.
White folk thought all Jews was black because there wasn't no such thing as a white Jew on the earth.
Right.
They knew that they were converts.
Right. And Cap,
those ain't the descendants of Abraham. Go ahead.
You see how it says black or dark? Goes back to what you said about David. He wasn't
good point.
You know, like black, but he was dark.
He was dark. Right. Good thing. He looked like Officer Daniel.
Yeah. Light skin.
You might be a descendant of King David, Officer Daniel.
Hey, all praise to the Most High God.
Black. You dark.
That's right. I am a descendant of
David. But you ain't Cap Severus dark.
No, burnt in the furnace. Man.
Lord's will come Christ.
We all Jews though, baby. That's all that matters.
It's about the bloodline.
We Jews.
I aspire to be like my captain.
Go back to that real quick.
I love you, Captain.
Go back to that and read that. Many of the who?
Many of the Jews who were banished from Portugal.
They was banished from where?
From Portugal.
They was banished from Portugal and went to where? We just read it in the book. Went to Africa.
That's where they visited their
by
brother.
John II. Settled in the West Indies.
He cleaned his glasses. Settled in the West Indies. They went to Jamaica. They went to name some Nassau.
St. Vincent.
They went to
Barbados.
Turks and Caicos.
Grenada.
To Trinidad.
Grenada.
Where else?
Grenada. St. Croix.
Grenada. My mama from Grenada.
Shout out St. Croix.
Wagwan and brethren.
Y'all don't know that movie.
Wagwan.
West Indies. Read on.
John Bigelow, who visited Jamaica.
Visited where?
Jamaica. In 1850.
This is before slavery ended.
Saw the descendants of these Jews.
Oh, wait a minute. How in the hell is Jews in Jamaica? Go ahead.
And says they were Negroid.
They was what?
Negroid.
They was who?
Negroid.
They was Negroes. The Jews are black folks. Hispanics and Native Indians. How much does the Bible and history books have to prove it to you before you Negroes stop giving so much power to the white man and say they the real Jews?
Right.
No, it's not. We are, y'all.
So there was black people in Spain.
Right. No, so if they Negroes in Jamaica, they better stop eating them fish eyes from the fish.
They ain't happening.
Well, no, that don't mean they Judah.
They better cling on to Judah ways.
Now we're going to skip that next book, The Critical Annal. I want you to go straight to that sleep Negro that knocks everybody out. Watch this. This before we play this, I want to say this. This is the cost of not knowing who you are, not being able to identify who you are in the Bible through a centuries of a process of slavery. This is why we teach it. It's so important because things like this can happen. No matter how much money you got, you cannot overcome the ignorance of not knowing who you are in the Bible. Pull it up.
African American. I'm an American. I was born on American soil. But I did go back to the motherland, and I love it, and made millions going back to the motherland. But I was born in America. When the Europeans came to the Native Americans, well, they like to call them Native Americans, but the Indians' land. We don't call them European Americans. So I don't want to be called an African American. I'm an American. You know what I'm saying? You can call me a black American, but I'm an American. When I competed in the Olympics, they didn't say fighting an African American. They said that American that's fighting out of the red corner or out the blue corner. I love America. I love this country.
Oh, God.
Another African American.
Man,
That's
I tell
the
you,
importance
man.
of knowing who you are.
That's important right there. That you won't give up your bowels to co-sign for money. That's what it is. It's all for money. The gift destroys the heart.
Good point.
Dang.
I'm American.
I'm American.
I'm not African American.
Right.
You ain't either one of those.
You said black.
You a Jew. You an Israelite.
Affirmative action, nigga.
Huh?
Affirmative action, nigga.
But look at this. This is
man.
see when black men, we don't know who we are. Our ignorance in not knowing who we are is expressed in violence. It's football players, boxers, as you saw with
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. Women, your ignorance is in degrading yourself. When you don't know who you are, you degrade yourself as a woman. Can you pull up what happened at the Essence Festival?
Oh,
Brace
man.
yourself. Single brothers, you might want to turn off.
Oh, God.
Go ahead, pull it up.
This Indian Irene? No.
Read the top of that real quick.
Okay.
Pull it up. Read the top of it.
That's
India-
stadium smell.
No, pull it back
Yeah, there
up.
we
Read
go.
it.
India RE disapproves of the culture movement displayed at Essence
At
Fest.
the Essence Fest, the
Wow.
blackest thing on damn earth.
Wow.
When you don't know who you are, that's your. Twerking just got popular 5 years ago,
Right,
niggas.
right.
How in the hell is that black culture?
They
The
twerking for their
essence-
ancestors.
The essence of being black is twerking.
Nah, they cap, they twerking for their ancestors.
Damn.
Twerking for their
They
ancestors.
dropping it
Damn.
after
He
Jesus.
was embarrassed. Can you pull up the
I
tweet
couldn't believe
that she
that.
actually
Damn.
said though, real quick?
Damn.
Dropping it for Jesus.
From India RE.
Let's read it quick.
The issue is what is context. Humanity does everything, but does everything belong in a stage? No. Is everything for kids? No. Is everything for everybody? No. So when we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows a lack of discretion
There you
and
go.
discernment.
There you
Lack
go.
of discretion and discernment,
There you go.
sisters. You got a lack of discretion
Yo.
and discernment.
Listen. We need more sisters to shame these women.
Yes.
We
Shame
need more
them.
of that. We need more of that. Bring out. Don't hold back.
right.
Okay, y'all need to get it. Just have a whole panel and straight blast these women of with no discretion and discernment. Damn.
Sirach 26:13. Real quick. Hurry up. Sirach 26:13. You lack discretion. You lack discernment,
Man.
sisters. And your damn reputation is just in the damn mud
Wow.
It is
amongst
bad.
the world. Go ahead. Read that real quick.
Sirach chapter 26 in verse 13.
Yep.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
His discretion. Now, what happens when you ain't got discretion? Read verse 12. When
Verse
you
12.
don't got discretion, what happens? Verse 12.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
A thirsty
Damn.
traveler. Put it in here. Put it
Oh,
in here.
man.
Go ahead.
When he have found a fountain and drink of every water near her, by every hedge will she sit down.
There you
Be
go.
sitting down on
There
every
you go.
rod. Go ahead.
And open her quiver against every arrow.
She'll be a baby
Unbelievable.
mama when she got no
Look at that.
discretion or
Boy, no way.
discernment.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Man's lack of ignorance of who we are is shown in our environment.
There you
We
go.
kill
Right,
each other, we
right.
fight, and all of that stuff. Women, your lack of discernment is shown in the degradation of your
Yes.
body
Right.
Boredom.
before all. Boredom, right? And this too. This is what you do to your kids when you ain't got a lack of who you are. Can you play the next video? Brace yourself, y'all. Brace yourself.
Come on.
I'm out here in Miami, looking for the hoochie daddy. Where the niggas that get ratchet? Where they at? My son need a new pappy.
They done, Cap.
That little girl
They
can't be no older than 2-3 years old.
Send the bombs, Lord.
Huh?
Send the bombs.
It's a
Please,
who?
Lord.
Can these
Oh,
bones
get your
live?
get your black ass in that. Right. Get your black ass.
Sit
Yeah.
your
Can
your
Play the video
black
one more
ass
again.
down,
Bones
man.
live.
Play again.
I'm out here in Miami, looking for the hoochie daddy. Where the niggas that get ratchet?
What her mama
My
at,
son need a
man?
new pappy.
Can these bones live?
That's why the
Lord.
Bible says, "Give me any wickedness, but the wickedness of a what?
Woman.
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 That's
What her
crazy.
mama at, man?
Her mama there put push play on TikTok.
Hey, her mama is in Miami.
Hey, and this also
why she gotta be Miami?
This is also what happens when you have a lack of knowledge of who you are. Play the next one. Look at this, y'all. This is worse. This is worse than a 3-year-old talking about looking for the hoochie daddies. They in Walmart.
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember
They
this
about to
video.
open up camp.
They about to go to camp in Walmart.
They about to open up
Wally
camp.
World.
Got a samp over there?
Why she got on pants?
Is he teaching?
No.
He about to bring it out.
Hey, Cap, why the sister on post got on pants?
Repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. This is the sound that you all are going to hear when the Lord says when he cracks the sky. This is not to be
Bring it out,
Salakia.
Bring it out,
Cut that. Cut it. Cut it.
Salakia.
You got women out here they don't know who they are. They don't know that the man of God hit the streets and teach the people.
Right.
Sit your ass down,
Throw down and shut up.
Cap, you can't say that. You gotta say Salakia.
You gotta.
I'm sorry.
Aki Kwan.
They don't understand. Cap.
You
They only
gotta say-
understand the Hebrew.
We
the pure
got
Hebrew.
to hurry
Cap.
close out,
We
man.
gotta close.
Go to the next one real quick, man. This is also what you do. You don't know who you are, man. Look at this shit. Y'all know who that dude is right there? That's the dude that got killed.
With the young man.
Yeah. A few weeks ago, that was punching the grown-ass woman in the face and got killed. Shot twice by a 14-year-old. I guess this is his girlfriend or whatever.
Oh, shit.
This is what we do, y'all. Go to the next one.
At a funeral.
Look at this. The shirt. Read that at the top, officer.
You niggas are crazy.
If you know,
No, do that.
do that shirt say Knockout King.
She made a shirt.
Oh man.
The man is dead, sister.
Damn.
You don't disgrace the man
That's what
like
his
that.
memory is all about. They're gonna memorize him for knocking out women, hitting women.
Yeah.
Come on,
He's
y'all.
being emotional.
Shit.
I knew that was coming when
No
she
sense,
twerked.
no understanding. God,
When she twerked on his sign.
oh, Lord. Yeah.
Last video.
Funeral.
Play the last video real quick, man. Real quick. I'm sorry, Caption.
Play the
real
bomb.
quick.
You know what plantation they've never shown us, Abby? The most prominent ones. The ones that were most profitable. The breeding
Why are
plantations.
colonizers trying so
Why don't you
hard
want to
to
show
ban
us those?
critical race theory?
You know why? Because after the research that I did for this album, you realize that the moment that a girl menstruated, she was put in a stable where a horse would be and forcibly mated, forcibly raped by a male of the slave master's choice.
Now you see why.
And when she had children, they weren't called children, they were called a litter of pups. The punishment, being or killing a person in medieval Spain, is gelding. Gelding is when you take hot pincers and you take a man's balls and dick off root and stem.
That sounds like what
Killing
they
a
did
person.
to us
Yes,
here in America.
castration.
They let
The
you
Bible,
know that it was black folk in Spain.
There you go. Doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep it, let it play.
Medieval Spain, super religious. You killed a man, he should be killed. Why were indigenous and black people categorized as subhuman? So under the law, you would not be punished for the things that you did to us. That's why.
You can go ahead.
You
cut
used
it,
to be-
man. All praise to the Most High that some of our brothers, Hispanic and Black, Native Indian, are waking up in these last days, and we see it. The Spirit of God is on us. Give me that in Deuteronomy. We'll end it on this. Deuteronomy 32, and I want you to read verse 7 and 8. It is imperative that you know who you are in the past so you do not do things to disgrace your ancestors in the future. And that's what we have done as a people. We have forgotten who we are. The Israelites that the Bible speak of, that all nations looked at us and said, surely this is a wise nation, an understanding people. And we are degrading our ancestors through our actions and the violence we commit one toward another. So God said this, Deuteronomy 32, verse 7 and 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7.
Oh, just 7. Go ahead.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
thy elders, and they will tell thee.
God has told us from ancient times, do not forget the past. Don't let America and their witchcraft make us forget where we came from, because where we came from and what we have been through is recorded in the Holy Bible of God. And when we are able to put those two things together, then the Spirit of God will dwell in us and we will change our wicked ways.
That's right.
If we do not do that, we will continue to be degenerate plants in the eyes of God and do the things that we saw, which bring shame to us as a people. Whether you're a black man saying you're an American and proud to be a white man, or you're a woman that is degrading your body through sexual activities, whether it's showing it or whether it's twerking.
Damn.
That's right.
Hey, Israel, with that, we say shalom. Lord's Will Life Last. We be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Casaveras, you up.
All right, Israel, it's that time again. Don't forget to support this truth. Don't forget to sign up at iuic.fundraising@israelunite.com. Also, don't forget to visit Original Royalty as well. And sign up for IUIC TV. Also, special shout out to, I need everybody to sign up and subscribe to IUIC St. Vincent.
Oh, that's right.
IUIC St. Croix.
Yep.
Okay, we got to throw y'all Jamaica. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. All right.
That's right. All praise to the Most High. Stay tuned right after this for Precept Pod. Precept with Captain Shim, Officer Matthew, Officer Mickey, and the whole crew down there in New Orleans. All right. With that, Israel, we say shalom.